Hello, hello. It's Blue, your being blue, and despite some technical difficulties, we're making it here eventually. I intended to start this stream at 3 o'clock, get started early because I've got places to be today, but technology said otherwise, as is the case many a time. Go ahead and give Dante the out a little bit. Let's load up and continue on from where we left off last time. Alright, we were driving around, we went to Marble, got our knights, or got knocked out. Ota and Iris died. Very tragic. Now we're trying to figure out what the heck is going on. Inspector Salami. My favorite man. This Ota's blood? I don't know. Maybe you ask about it. Ice cutting machine. Iris and Ota were sliced in two by this ice cutting machine. Iris and Ota.
Iris's estimated time of death and cause of death have been confirmed. The video was not a recording. It was a live stream, filmed in real time.
Oh, just like this.
Which means Iris's time of death is 3:20 a.m.
Tragic. Her last stream didn't even get to play Shovel Forge.
Iris also had her left eye removed.
Yeah.
And like Renju and Shoko, Iris's left eyeball has not been recovered.
But we do have a clue as to where one of those eyeballs may be, just not from this timeline. Nice cutting machine.
A video camera and laptop. This is what the criminal used to stream. All of these items have been bought from pawn shops and thrift stores. It would be difficult to determine a suspect from them.
Being unfortunate, because thrift stores don't remember anyone.
The Wi-Fi in this warehouse. Okiura Fishery Co., Ltd. is listed as the owner. However, I found the password written directly on the router. Anyone who saw it could have used it.
I just want to know, how did Iba see the router? Did she, hack into the cameras first and get a look at the router?
I have done some research. As the name suggests, the company is owned by the Okiuras.
Could have just said that it didn't have a password.
Renju's father created the company.
Another connection to Renju.
No, actually. Currently, Okiura Fishery has nothing to do with Renju.
We're getting this exposition again.
The company has been managed by office representatives for the past 17 years after Renju's father died. Renju holds no shares and is not involved in the management. In short, Renju did not inherit the company from his father, and it was instead given to other persons.
But it can't be a coincidence.
It certainly is suspicious.
A little suspicious. Got forklift A.
This forklift is old. It does not appear to be functional. It has not been moved in some time.
Forklift, the tire and floor covered with a layer of ice. The stream, another forklift. Don't see anything special about it. What about this overhead crane? We noticed that there's some blood on it. Not. I guess that's a different timeline I'm thinking of. Got some shells. There's not a lot of clues here, huh? Policeman, anything?
I checked this place point by point. but didn't find nothing.
Well, maybe we just need to wait for forensics to come back with all the blood analysis, maybe fingerprint. You found none of those? The policeman? Unlikely to be a clue. Great. Lovely. Any clues we can get? Anything at all here?
There are only a few items on the shelf.
Is this warehouse not in use?
Strange. There's the box. There's nothing in it, of course. Is there anything we can find in here? Workbench?
Right here. Iris and Ota were.
I am sure you are already aware of Ota's time of death.
Just before I arrived. About 3:30 in the morning.
And the cause of death.
Right, about that. Ota had a stab wound from a kitchen knife in his side.
Correct.
What was the exact cause of death? Was it the knife wound, or...?
I cannot determine that. I can conclude that the knife wound was at least close to being fatal. Even if Ota was still alive on the workbench, he was certainly on the verge of death. If he weren't already extremely weak, we would expect to see more signs of struggle.
Stabbed him first, then they sliced him. Ota was trying to help Iris, jumping at the criminal. That led to a scuffle, and Ota ended up with a knife wound in his side. Lost all his power to fight back. Was forcibly put inside the costume like it's Five Nights at Freddy's, then finally cut open by the ice cutting machine.
But why?
Why?
Why did the culprit put the costume on Ota?
Unknown.
Yeah, you could have just disposed of it. You're leaving evidence there.
Date, we should get moving. Officers from the local jurisdiction are checking the warehouse thoroughly. We will not find anything of importance here.
Yeah, you're right.
You can ask CSI to inform you if they find anything.
All right.
Can we go? Let's stay in A, maybe? Arsenal blood. Can we leave? There's nothing here. Hey, buddy. Let me know if you get anything. Let me know if you find anything. Let them know when I left the warehouse. I mean, we probably didn't need to click on him to... That probably wasn't a necessary step. Especially if he doesn't get any fun dialogue. When I left the warehouse, I saw Pewter. What is he doing here? Walked up to me while I was trying to work it out.
Date, I have to talk to you about something.
Huh?
About the original Cyclops serial killings.
Welcome to information
Why
we
this all
should
of a
have
sudden?
gotten
Because
several
I want
hours
you to
ago.
solve this case, Mr. Date. I want you to find who did this and bring them to justice. So, if I can help you, even a little.
Why didn't you say anything at Abyss?
The boss was there. I couldn't speak openly in front of her. So, I decided to meet you here.
You know, I have a
Alright.
little bit of knowledge so that
Let's
I
hear it.
understand why exactly Boss is like hiding all this information,
I told
but it still
you that I
feels
was
kind of silly.
completely
I feel like
certain the
Date could have
original
solved this so much
Cyclops killer
faster.
couldn't have committed these crimes. I am absolutely certain the original Cyclops killer could not have committed these crimes. Let me explain why. I'll start by telling you the identity of the Cyclops killer. Although, it's more accurate to say, killers.
More than one?
In the first series of killings, the culprit had an accomplice. One of them was born a murderous psychopath. The other is Rohan Kumakura, the previous chairman of the Kumakuras.
I love that
They
just
each
like
had a
dumb
role
look
to
that
play.
Date had a
The
second.
murderer committed the homicide, and Rohan removed the eyeball.
Well, Pewter, first let's look at that outfit. Your drip, I gotta say, not my favorite. Could use some work. And maybe you'll get a better outfit at some point. Anyway, policeman, just don't listen to this conversation. This is very private and personal. If you listen to our conversation, I'll have you fired. Anything else we can see around here? Like a nice view here. Out into the infinite horizon, where there's nothing but a white void. As we all know, Japan is surrounded by a white void of nothingness. Computer. Why did the Cyclops case get classified?
That, I don't know.
The details of the original Cyclops serial killings case have become nebulous over time. Even the official investigation material contains nothing of value. I am unable to draw any conclusions from them.
You really have no idea?
If I did, I would tell you.
Right, who is the murderous psychopath?
He was born with a brain dysfunction. Due to damage to the posterior pituitary gland, he was unable to properly secrete oxytocin.
Oxytocin is a peptide hormone linked to feelings of love, affection, and trust. It is colloquially referred to as the love hormone. It causes a tranquilizing effect which improves mood and relieves stress. It is normally secreted when the body makes contact with an object of affection, such as an embrace or caress.
I'm sure you know what this implies, but he was unable to feel love in the way that we do.
You know what, chat? Whenever I see people in the chat and hi, having a good time, enjoying the stream, I get some oxytocin.
However, he was able to experience a substitute. His brain was wired in such a way that allowed him to feel satisfaction through other means. Due to the unique idiosyncrasies of his brain, he was able to release large amounts of dopamine and endorphins by performing a certain action.
What was it?
Murder.
Murder!
Dopamine is a hormone linked to the reward system of the brain. The pleasant feeling attained through accomplishment is dopamine. Endorphins are a kind of brain narcotic. They dull pain and create a feeling of happiness.
He got pleasure from killing people?
It's slightly more complicated than that. Killing people was the only way he could get pleasure. He was 12 when he took his first life. That enlightened him to the pleasure of murder, which he would do again and again.
Gasp! What about Rohan Kumakura?
18 years ago, Rohan took a woman's eye. She was already dead. He put his finger into her eye socket and gouged it out. The reason why was simple. He was fascinated by women's eyes. Their beauty stimulated his greed and his desire to possess them.
So he's just
He
a little bit of a
needed
freak.
to have them, to make them his own. Driven by this instinctive impulse, he took the woman's eye. From then on, he acquired a grotesque obsession with the eyes of dead women. He was very particular about his need that the eye belonged to a deceased woman. But even being the head of a Yakuza gang, there weren't too many opportunities for him to indulge. His deepest, darkest desire went unfulfilled for years. However, he soon met his ideal partner, the aforementioned psychopath. The Cyclops killer would commit the murder, and Rohan would take the eye. Thus, a mutually beneficial relationship was established. This was the origin of the Cyclops serial killings. At about the same time, you were assigned to Abyss.
Alright, so to summarize,
The original Cyclops killer had an accomplice,
There were 2 Cyclops killers.
and one of them was the former chairman of the Kumakuras, Rohan Kumakura.
Rohan committed suicide by jumping to his death 1 year ago.
That means... Pewter, tell me this. One of the original killers is dead, I know that. But that means one remains. Who is he?
After his 4th murder, he was arrested by the police. They actually picked him up on other charges. But in any case, he is currently serving a life sentence in Fuchu prison.
Fuchu prison?
Yes.
What's his name?
In prison, he doesn't have a name. He is simply called Number 89.
Number 89?
Number 89.
We got a call from number 89.
I know who killed Shogun Adami.
No.
So, now you know why I said that. That the original Cyclops killer couldn't have committed these crimes. Because one is dead, and the other is behind bars. Neither of them had the opportunity.
Well then, that's some information. Now, casually, let's go to the diner and see if we can get literally anything of value. Please, Ota, have something. The place was silent. It was so quiet I felt like hear the floating dust. Stepped inside. I thought it was empty, but saw a shadow in the corner of my eye. Mayumi. It's like watching a decaying old tree pathetically to the earth. Well, Dati, you don't gotta be rude about it. You gotta be rude to her. That could be. Years stopped turning on the clock. Like in her Somnium. Time has stopped working correctly for her. Tragic. Oh, and her son. About... Now, do you want to talk about it? About Ota? I'm sorry to interrupt.
This is your fault.
Okay, no,
I
technically
heard
it's
from the
not. It is
police.
not my fault
Because
in the
you
slightest.
didn't take care of
No,
Iris.
no, he
My
assaulted
boy
me.
Ota got involved.
I was taking care of her.
Date,
He assaulted
I
me.
looked into the investigation report. Mayumi confirmed Ota's body early this morning.
I see.
I'm sorry. I want to be alone right now. Did you not hear me? I said leave!
Yeah, okay, I think it's fair for us to leave. We're just gonna
Date, let's go.
head out.
She is in no state to talk.
Yeah, you're right.
Sorry, Miss Matsushita. Now both of your family members are dead. And in a day, you'll probably forget. Let's just head home for a sec. Now, we've done a lot of walking. Let's... Oh, hey, Mizuki. Hey. Sorry we couldn't save Iris or Ota. Wow, this is a really bad timeline for Date. Everyone is very sad. Wanna look at your Ada Rabbit? Mizuki on her birthday. You wanna talk about all the Cleone in the refrigerator? Wanna talk about your outfits? Wanna bench press, Mizuki? I actually sit in the chair, maybe? Instead of just standing here awkwardly? About the warehouse. About Ota. About Iris.
Mizuki must know. About Iris and Ota.
Of course. The news was distributed heavily across the internet. Not just in Japan, but worldwide. 3 days ago, Mizuki discovered her mother's body. 2 days ago, her father's. This morning, 2 of her best friends. It is completely understandable that she is at her mental limit.
Can I be left alone for a while?
Sure.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Certainly didn't seem. I can't stay by her side forever.
Aiba, contact Abyss. See if they can get Mizuki a good counselor.
Good idea.
Understood.
I stayed with her for a little while, but we didn't. Having nothing more to say, I left. This timeline just sucks for Mizuki. Oh, Sagan residence. Oh no, we gotta talk to another sad person. We're not even like the police officer that's delivering the news to these people. They've already gotten it. We're just trying to get information. And everybody's just very depressed. Let me in and asked me to sit on the sofa. I agreed and sat down. But after that, I couldn't say a single word. Heavy silence weighed on both of us. Thank you. Yeah. Steam is rising from.
In the language of flowers, the iris means good news and hope. When I saw the flowers this morning, I just knew something good would happen.
No, that's such a tragic line to have right now. Why did I look at the flowers? It is just sad time. Hitomi about Iris.
Iris was my everything. We always went everywhere together. Whether it was buying clothes, or going to the movies, or taking a walk, or going shopping at the supermarket. When she was young, she would just hold one of my fingers. Her hand was too small to hold mine. Then it was 2, then 3. And finally she could hold my hand. But eventually, she left my hands altogether. She started crossing her arms, being independent, even though she needed constant attention growing up.
Iris.
Her memories are a part of this room. And always will be. When she was a baby, she fell off that sofa and cried and cried. One day she tore up her picture book all over the floor here. Another time she drew with crayons all over the window. She painted my portrait on Mother's Day. Scratches on the floor, chipped plates, burn marks on the table, stains on the cushions. Everything you see. It all holds a memory of her. But why?
About Ota?
Oda was one of my students. I taught him in elementary school. I heard it from the police. Oda tried to help Iris and ended up... I don't know what to say. I have no words.
Think of any information?
Hitomi, my entire focus is on this case. Is there anything at all you can tell me?
I don't know if this is important, but...
No, please, tell me.
I may have told you this already. I met Renju's wife Shoko twice before. The first time at the wedding, the second time a month ago. That second time was in the waiting room of the prison.
Prison?
There's an acquaintance of mine from when we were younger. I visit them a few times a year. And by coincidence, I saw Shoko. I don't think she noticed me, but I recognized her as Renju's wife right away. She was there for the same reason I was, to visit one of the inmates.
Do you know who?
No, I don't. We didn't talk.
Which prison?
Fuchu Prison, in Tokyo.
Fuchu.
Prison?
Uchu? Prison? 89? It's at least something.
I'm sorry to have bothered you. I'll be going now.
If one of the victims met with
I
number
don't
89.
Know what to do. Thinking about her. day. Please, you have to catch them. Please. Please.
Will, Hitomi. We will. I promise.
Will. Trust me.
And with information I know from having played this game before, that scene is just like 3 times sadder. Ah! Let's go to Marble. Maybe Mama can cheer us up. Mama, please. We could use some comedic relief. Or at least like some information.
Are you okay, honey?
Huh?
About last night. Well, at 3 in the morning, anyway.
You know about it?
It's on every channel. You have the face of a ghost. Do you want a glass?
I don't need a drink. I need information. Do you have anything?
Well, let's see. I do have... I suppose you could call it intuition.
Tell me.
At least from Hitomi, we found out that one of the victims was connected to Uchu Prison, potentially met with Prisoner 89, and thus is connected to the original Cyclops killings. So we have that connection at least. Mama, what do we got?
The Kumakuras are involved in this case. Remember what I told you before? That there's a relationship between Ren and the Kumakuras? Shoko also has a relationship with them. You know about her dealings with the Kumakuras, right?
So basically, 2 of the victims are linked to the Kumakuras. That must mean they're involved somehow, right?
Not 2, 3.
3?
3?
Iris?
No, not that one. The boy.
Boy.
He came here last night?
Ota?
Yes, from Matsushita Diner. He's linked to the Kumakuras as well.
Ota, what did you do? Ota!
Have you heard the rumor?
Mama told me a similar story to Aiba's. About Sosujima and the Kawasaki district. The basic idea is this. 8 years ago, So sold his land in the Kawasaki district for 30 billion yen. Half a year later, an explosion at the chemical plant caused land prices to drop drastically. So bought back the land for 1 billion yen. Almost like he knew beforehand that the accident would happen. So blow it up, or conspire to blow it up? No, that wouldn't make sense. So wouldn't gain anything from that. He would end up with 29 billion in cash and 1 billion in land. The net zero. But there's more to the story.
The Kumakuras own a handful of real estate companies. They of course look legit, but they're Yakuza fronts. I'll call those real estate companies the KE to keep it simple for you. The KE followed in So's footsteps. They bought up land in Kawasaki.
Interesting.
Now, back to So. Have you heard of the plans for the casino in Kawasaki? So was the one who came up with it.
I was born and raised in Kawasaki. I remember the landscape of my childhood, and I loved it dearly. But look at Kawasaki now. When I see images of the destruction on television, my heart aches like it's being chopped to pieces.
So your solution is...
But I promise you, I will revive the
put in a
Kawasaki
casino.
district at any cost.
Gambling and vices. Those
Casino
are
Town
the answer.
Kawasaki will give new life to the city.
After that, So moved fast. He submitted the bills he needed to the National Assembly after drumming up support in the right places. The bills passed, and it became an official government initiative.
Decontamination efforts therefore increased at a rapid pace in the Kawasaki district. At the moment, the area is still considered off-limits. However, the air in Kawasaki is currently purified to such an extent that it has no negative effect on the human body.
If the plan goes smoothly, land prices in Kawasaki are going to skyrocket. And all that land is owned by the KE. And by So himself. The land he bought back for $1 billion will be worth 10 times that soon.
He's involved in some shady business.
Either he's got the Yakuza in his pocket, or the Yakuza has So in their pocket. And either way, I don't like that.
This is just another rumor, but the chemical plant exploding was no accident. It was done intentionally.
By So and the Kumakuras, you mean?
But there's no hard evidence of that. It's just gossip.
What about Ota? How does he connect all this?
What were we talking about again?
Ota and the Kumakuras.
Oh, right. You know how Matsushita Diner is close to the Kawasaki district?
Mm-hmm.
The chemical plant explosion made times hard. Foot traffic went down, sales declined. No wonder it closed down. Ota must hold a grudge. Someone caused that explosion. And if it was intentional, oh, he'd hate them even more. That's how I link Ota to the Kumakuras.
Well, thanks, Mama. Glad for the advice.
Thank you, Mama. I don't know if what you told me will lead to anything, but...
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to waste your time.
No, it was very helpful.
I'm glad I can help, even if it's just a little.
Well then, be seeing you.
Come back anytime.
All right, Mama. We can go back to HQ and share the 2 pieces of information we have and all the sad faces. "4:57 p.m. Okay. I returned to boss's office to report. I didn't see her anywhere.
Where did she go?
Well, she isn't always here, correct?
True.
But she usually is. I sat down on my usual seat, decided to wait for boss. Still no boss.
What are you doing?
I thought it would be easier to talk like this.
What do we have to talk about?
A summary of the investigation, perhaps?
What summary? We don't have anything new.
That's not true.
Huh?
I was curious, so I did some research. About number 89.
All right, what do you got, Iba? So, what is 89's real name?
Unknown.
That is
You don't
suspicious.
know?
No such person is listed in the family registry. It is possible he is a foreigner, but his nationality is unknown. However, I believe it is safe to say that he was born and raised in Japan.
For 80.
As you know, he is an assassin with multiple confirmed kills. He is currently serving a sentence at Fuchu Prison. He was imprisoned 6 years ago.
That's what Pewter told us.
After his 4th murder, he was arrested by the police.
Right, what about 89 and Shoko?
Unknown. I cannot determine if they have any connection. Approximately 1 month ago, Hitomi Sagan witnessed Shoko in Fuchu Prison's waiting room. I am unable to say for certain that the person she was there to visit was number 89. After all, Fuchu Prison houses 2,000 inmates.
But number 89 knew Shoko's name.
I know who killed Shogun Adami.
That must mean that he knew her somehow.
It is possible.
I feel like we probably should have also asked Totomi if, who she was there to see. A little more specifically, see if she knew 89, but, I have foresight.
Pewter claims that there were 2 culprits behind the original serial killings. One was the former chairman of the Kumakuras, Rohan Kumakura.
But Rohan committed suicide last year.
That leaves 1 culprit still alive, number 89.
But number 89 couldn't possibly have committed these crimes. He was in jail when each of the murders occurred.
Correct. However, I do not believe it is accurate to claim that he had nothing to do with the incident.
I know who killed Shoko Nadami.
If he was telling the truth, his involvement is possible.
Alright, well, let's talk to number 89, see what he has to say.
Let's talk to number 89.
I don't know if he's telling the truth or if he's full of it. He's our last remaining loose end.
All right. However, we need not go to him. We can bring him to us. If we plan on syncing with him, it would be more efficient.
Can you arrange that?
I can.
After cutting through some red tape, number 89 was to be brought to HQ. Took considerable time to arrive. For some reason, boss never showed up. Strange. Where's the boss? Usually she wants to be here for, interrogating somebody. Hello, 89? Look at this man, Date. Like looking in a scruffy criminal mirror.
Sorry to interrupt your busy day, but I need you to tell me something. I'd appreciate your cooperation.
Alright, 89. What's your name?
Number 89.
Your real name.
I don't remember.
Alright, where are you from?
Burkina Faso.
Burkina Faso is a republic in West Africa. Population 17 million.
I don't have time for your jokes.
You know Shoko Nadami?
Yeah, I guess I do.
About a month ago, Shoko visited Fuchu Prison. Was she there to see you?
That's right.
What did you talk about?
Nothing special.
You're in no position to lie.
I'm not lying. She didn't come to hear me talk.
Then why did she come?
To meet me.
Meet you?
She probably just wanted to see me.
You're the original Cyclops killer, aren't you?
That's right. I was one of the culprits behind the case 6 years ago. One of the 2 Cyclops killers.
When did you meet Shoko?
A long time ago. I don't remember exactly when.
What's your relationship to her?
A physical one. I'm kidding. She was just a business partner.
What kind of business? The killing kind? Pewter, let's get him. Oh wait, can I see Pewter? No, I can see myself. See my head turn. Hey, you better talk, buddy. Who killed Shoko Nadami?
All right, let's get right down to it. 2 days ago, you called Investigation HQ and said, I know who killed Shoko Nadami.
That's right.
Who?
Hey, don't be so hasty. We haven't agreed on a deal. You're gonna let me out of prison, right?
It's done. You've got a deal.
All right. But to explain it properly, I need to tell you a story. It might take some time. Is that all right with you?
I've got nothing but time.
Then let's get started. The story of a lonely assassin.
Are you ready for story
Once
time?
upon a time, there was a detective, full of righteous justice. Let's call him F. F found the evils of the world intolerable. F had no parents, no siblings, and grew up in an orphanage since he was born. He suffered every kind of abuse imaginable there. It led him to despise all the evils of the world. One day, F was chasing a thug down at the harbor. Someone wanted for the assault and murder of women.
Okay, I get it. I'll just throw down my knife. Here.
Got the title
You know
screen
you
music
got-
coming in.
It's fine. I got nothing else on me. I'll go quietly. You know, I have a history with hospitals. I've been going to a special hospital for a while. Even if I get caught, it's all good. I'll come right back out again. What should I do next time? Just thinking about it gets me excited.
Oh, that was a very
The culprit was unarmed, but
morally
F never served a day
dubious.
in prison. The case went to trial for some time, but it was determined to be self-defense, and he was declared innocent. If the truth got out, it would be a huge scandal for the police. People at the upper level were terrified of what might happen, so they had evidence fabricated. F wasn't suspended or disciplined at all. After a while, he returned to his job like nothing happened. That was a turning point for him. He was
Itself
ready
is
to
corrupt.
shed the morality that was weighing him down, holding him back. F still wanted
F,
justice.
yeah.
And he was
Yeah,
willing
F's
to
in the chat.
dispense it to the
Also,
immoral
hi, Heart.
one by one. He became an assassin. A lone gunman. No agent, no employer. He was his own man. F believed that he was judge, jury, and executioner. But it didn't last long. One day, F got rid of a criminal we'll call X. X was responsible for defrauding and killing an innocent old man for his life insurance policy. Turns out, X had connections. Someone wasn't happy that he died. Rohan Kumakura, chairman of the Kumakuras. X was a top executive of the Kumakuras at the time. Rohan ordered his men to find and kidnap F.
F killed the wrong guy. That's what you get for doing vigilante justice. Get in trouble.
I've done some research. I know you've cleaned up at least 18 pieces of scum from this earth. But somehow there hasn't been a single criminal investigation. They're all treated as suicides, accidents, or natural causes. Amazing work. I'm impressed. How about you work for us? Of course, you have the right to say no. But it'll be the last word out of your mouth.
F was trapped. Even if he somehow survived, he would be looking over his shoulder for the rest of his life. He had no choice but to take Rohan's offer. Thus,
Don't be named
F's
single letters. You get caught up in a
self-employment
bunch
came
of
to an
stuff.
He became
yeah,
a hired
all that-
gun of the
that
Kumakuras.
happened. Or rather,
Rohan
when you
even
get,
gave him a
I
code
think it's
name.
more when you get caught up in a bunch of
Falco.
stuff.
Named for the Falcon.
People turn your name into a
bird of
single letter.
prey.
They get rid of all the other letters. So Heart, be careful. Don't get caught up in a bunch of stuff,
Falco
or else you'll
didn't
just
quit
be
his
H.
job as a police officer, though.
No,
He
you're
worked as a
H.
detective by day, assassin by night, at the will of the organization. An ordinary killer would need motive to take a life, but not Falco. He did as he was told, one target after another. It didn't take long to destroy his heart completely.
You know, Mr. 89, this is a
Time
really
passed, and a few
complicated
years
third-person way for you to
Falco,
explain what happened
who
to
by
you.
this time was exhausted in body and spirit, made a fatal mistake. He missed his mark and ended up taking a bullet to the stomach. Somehow he managed to escape. After reaching a nearby shrine, his legs finally gave out under him. He had no strength left.
He's in
He put
prison,
his
has a lot of
back
time
up
to
against the
explain.
shrine
Yeah.
and let out a
I mean, you know, he
moaning
told us
breath
this story would be
that
long
thought
before he
might
went into
be
it.
his last. But at that moment, in his darkening vision, he saw a woman approach him. He
Do you
watched
think
her
he's just
take out
spent
her
the
phone
past,
and dial
like,
for help.
6 years
At the same time,
thinking about
he
this
heard
story?
footsteps.
Thinking, all right, if I ever get a
Footsteps
chance
of
to
at least
explain this
2
story, it's going to be
people
so
closing in.
dramatic. I'm going to write
He
it in the
knew
perfect
immediately
way.
that they were after him.
I'm going to deliver it, like, so dramatically.
He sprung into action, grabbing the woman and pulling her close, kissing her to keep her from talking. That was the first encounter between Falco and the woman.
Falco.
She was a teacher at some school.
A teacher at some
It was
school
like she was from a totally different world than him.
who is
Listening to her talk,
appearing to
he
wear
would forget
the same outfit
everything about
as
his
another
line of
person
work.
who is a
She was
teacher.
his only contact with the ordinary, mundane world. They met in secret a few more times, and Falco felt his heart grow warmer. Her smile and kindness were like a cold glass of water for Falco's parched heart.
Yo, that's like a really raw line, though. Like, that's a good line. That's the kind of line I like playing these games for.
Falco started to become himself again, his former self. He swore on his life that from then on, he would live for her.
So, you want to go clean? Fine. Do as you please. You've done a lot for us. But there is one last thing. One final job I want you to do for me. It's nothing major. This woman and her daughter. I need you to dispose of them. Should be simple, no?
All right, sure. One last job. That'll be no
Rohan
problem.
handed Falco a picture of a woman and a girl. It was the teacher Falco met at the
Oh,
shrine.
no.
And her daughter. She had just turned 12. Why the two of them? Rohan, as usual, never gave a reason. And Falco had no intention of carrying out the kill. But if he didn't, he knew that someone else would.
And, you know, there's no point in
He
killing these
thought
people
long
to
and
get out of
hard.
it if
How
he has
was
to
he
lose
going
the
to keep
people
them safe and get out of the life
who
of crime?
wants
He
to be
couldn't
better
find an
for.
answer, no matter how hard he thought. He was backed into a corner. So, he decided to call on an old friend for help. And then...
Then silence. Well, come on, you can't just leave me on a cliffhanger. For some reason, he wouldn't open his mouth again. Buddy, why'd you stop?
Why did you stop?
Is that the whole story?
Was that the whole story?
Surely not.
What's the connection between that and Shoko?
You mentioned a detective.
You mentioned a detective. Hey, answer me.
This is a transaction, remember? Until
He
I
did-
get a
he
guarantee
did the bad.
that
I
you'll
think-
uphold
I
your
think
end of the
people did
bargain.
a lot of
I'm
bad.
not telling you anything else. I'll give you half up front, half later. If you want to hear the rest of my story, you better start the release procedures. Once they've cleared, I'll tell you everything.
Well, you see, here's the thing.
Date, it is unlikely that number 89 will
I also don't
uphold
think
his
Date
promise,
really has the
even
authority
upon
to
release.
just do that.
Peter,
Yes?
start the preparations.
For what?
What do you think? The sink.
Gotta go inside his brain. Gotta get the answers.
I have injected number 89 with the usual dosage. He will not be waking up anytime soon. Are you ready, Agent Date?
Yeah,
The time limit is 6 minutes.
I know.
6 minutes. Remember that. Remember, 6 minutes. We are only allowed 6 minutes in Somnium. No more. Don't go over 6 minutes, or else something bad will happen. You know, something. We're not sure what, but something. Remember, 6 minutes. Wait, hold on. How many minutes do I have again? Well, look, it's Hitomi's house in this dream.
Sup?
No, not sup. Why are you sleeping on the job?
Because I
10
want
10
to,
minutes? That sounds like
obviously.
a good
Why are
number.
you getting mad at me?
That sounds like a safe number.
Yeah, this rug feels so good on my skin, yeah.
Why are you suddenly a cat?
Playtime's over. Let's begin.
Stand up.
Is this the Sagan residence?
It definitely is. But why?
Yeah.
Number 89. What were you up to?
Let's go. Yeah, Aiba is chaotic. Listen, there are several best girls in this game. Aiba is best girl.
The green.
Mizuki is also best
I do not
girl.
think I can pass through it.
Really wants to hide her.
Iris is also best
Okay,
girl.
new plan.
Hitomi is also best girl.
Somnium state.
Don't
Activate.
count the number of names I said. Listen, the only not best girl is honestly Mayumi. That's not even her fault. I'm listing all the girls. Well, okay, maybe all the girls are great. Okay, but actually, truly, I do think the best girl is
This appears to correspond to the green thing.
Number 89 is hiding in the past, sinking in the curtain. And 89 is covered in a green membrane, can't get close. Anyway, boy, look at this puzzle. And I have such trouble. Aiba and Mizuki are the top two for me.
A winter iris that blooms in the cold.
And the only other
No,
best
I
girl in this series is unfortunately not in this game. We'll get to her. Oh, you know what? It worked in the last stream. Might as well give it a smell. A big ol' sniff.
It smells like a typical winter iris.
What does a typical iris smell like?
Elegant and gentle.
Can't you just tell me what it smells like?
I had to search online for a description, but could not find one.
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, she can't actually smell things. We probably can't touch the thorns. This Somnium always gets me a little bit. Like, I forget what to do here.
A picture.
Just a picture.
Well, I guess we can fill out the picture.
I don't have a pen. No choice. I must use my blood.
You don't have to go that far.
The color has returned.
Well, that's a lot of blood.
Hey, Aiba?
I said blood, but it is not the same as human blood. No need to worry. And besides, we are in a dream.
Still, blood? I'd feel better if you used a different word.
For example,
Body fluids?
I do not feel comfortable with that.
Oh, a phone.
Should I
The phone.
pick it up?
The phone is ringing. Phone. We'll be right there. Do we hang it up or do we ignore it? Body fluids is a bit of a worse decision. Alright, if we just ignore them, they'll go away.
It won't stop ringing.
Oh, there we go.
Stopped. What was that?
I don't know.
Ah, my body fluids. Yeah, that sounds a little suspicious. We ignored the phone. Phone successfully ignored.
I guess it worked?
Got some chores to do, but good luck on your stream. Alright, thanks you for stopping by. Alright, can we get through here? Nope. Got liquid. You've got book.
A book?
Just take a look in this book. Reading Rainbow.
F does not have parents or siblings. He was raised in an orphanage.
F for Falco?
Falco Lombardi? From Star Fox?
Kind of liquid poured
From
on
Smashed
the floor.
Brothers? Right, well, I don't think smelling it's gonna work. But also part of me really wants to. Really wants to. Like, definitely I want to just have a stream once we finish the game, just going through all the Somniums and doing fun stuff. Because, like, there's some crazy stuff you can do here. But for now, let's stick our hand in. Wait, how come you can... You can't... You shouldn't be able to put your hand on the thing and also stick your hand in the thing. Iba, you should put your hand on some stable ground.
There is something.
A cork.
Look, look.
What is this substance? Green tea?
It's obviously not green tea.
Perhaps it's jelly.
It's not jelly.
Agent Date, you've got 5 minutes.
Ooh. I do not like the fact that we got a bad timey. Well, let's...
A book.
I guess use it on... this instead of anything else.
Are you
Forbidden
sure
jelly.
This will help us uncover number 89?
No, see, forbidden jelly is a different kind of bodily fluid.
Getting closer.
It's ringing again. What should I do?
I think we need to continue just ignoring it. It'll go away, right? Iba, stare at it angrily. Pierce it with your mind daggers. Good job, Iba. You know, Iva does seem very chaotic in dreams sometimes, but like in the real world, she does seem fairly like normal and put together. It is there to stop Date from doing crazy stuff.
What if they threaten me for money?
You're a police
So I gotta
officer.
wonder if like
Have
in
some
the Somnium,
backbone.
if she's just influenced a little bit by Date. Like I feel like that has to be the case. Ignored the phone again.
I suppose we didn't do anything wrong.
At least you didn't faint.
Yeah, this is definitely a weird one where you kind of just have to like go around in this Somnium and do things and then just ignore the phone, I think.
It's a pot. Steam is rising from it. It appears to be some kind of
green curry.
Maybe a soybean stew?
It might also be boiled green juice.
What?
Yeah, like a slime.
What boiled green
Turtle
juice?
ninja could leap out at any moment.
Boiled green juice. I know there's something I can find around here somewhere. There's books.
Agent Date, you've got 4 minutes.
I swear I remember there being an eyeball around here somewhere. Like, it's gotta be somewhere. Sure. I guess I can find the eyeball later. But pot,
with green.
let's look at the green soup. What do you think? Should we drink the forbidden soup? I feel like drinking some forbidden soup. Down the hatch.
What is this anyway?
You can tell by tasting it.
I would like to know before I put it in my mouth.
It's green, right? It's gotta be gag.
Don't say such things. I'm the one who has to drink it. Fine. I'll have a sip.
Y'all remember Gak? Nickelodeon Gak?
Iba? Hey, Iba.
Snake?
Iba!
Snake? Snake! No, Iba, are you okay?
Thank you for the delicious soup.
Iba, I'm scared. I'm a little scared.
What kind of soup was it?
Elephant.
What did you say?
Elephant.
Elephant. Elephant soup. Soup of the elephant. Book?
A book.
Let's read a book.
F became an assassin for the Kumakuras. Rohan himself bestowed F a code name. That name is Falco.
Falco.
Interesting. We're gathering
You have 3 minutes.
information.
A book.
Another book. Take a look. We'll read the book.
F stands against evildoers and brings them harsh justice.
Guy sounds like Judge Dredd.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Yes.
Ceiling fan? Can we do
It's a
anything
ceiling
here?
fan.
Is that like a giant desk fan?
A desk fan only moves the air immediately around it, whereas a ceiling fan circulates air in an entire room.
Oh, right.
Let's blow on it. Give it a good old blow.
Blow on it. Ah.
Oh.
Reversed it. Well, that did something. Not sure how useful that something was, but it's something. And where's this eyeball? There should be an eyeball. Unless I'm just thinking of the wrong place. Something there. Need to tear the books.
A book.
Need to light them up. Takes 6 seconds to tear a book.
I wonder what these books symbolize.
I don't know. Maybe he used to oversee a library?
Number 89. A librarian.
I think they just symbolize memories. Is there stuff about
What is
Falco?
that?
Oh!
It's an eye.
Date, what are we going to do?
It's an eye. I would like to close the curtain. Goodbye.
It left.
Close the curtain.
That eye.
Do you know something about it?
Yes. It was kind of cute.
What?
You are insane.
Like that eye looked like Rohan Kumakura. I don't think that's very
What?
cute.
That's...
Hitomi?
Prevent the invasion from... Oh? Let's take a look at this final book.
A book.
Might as well read them all.
Falco was in a bind and turned to a trusted friend. The rest is marked over.
But I want to know what happened after.
Well, too bad. It's not in this stream. Oh, there's the eyeball.
What?
Oh, wait. More book?
A book.
We can just read this one.
The smile and kind words of a woman nurtured Falco's withered heart back to health. Sounds like you, Date.
Isn't that so
No,
sweet?
not at all.
Really?
The nourishment is temporary. Then I go and check my wallet and it hits me.
Oh, I see. You are talking about that cabaret girl again.
Stop!
All right,
Don't
Date.
remind me.
Made it an hour this. All right, congratulations, Date. Your new record, an hour and 6 minutes. Without being horny. I guess we were busy always being sad. Which is a little fair. Many a sad thing have happened.
You have less than 2 minutes. Hurry.
Yeah, 2 minutes. I'm fine. More than enough time. Let's talk to her. Give her a little hey. A little hi, hello.
Understood. Hey! Hitomi! Hitomi!
Tommy,
No use.
anyone home?
Could you try it again, but more in a fawning way?
I believe we should try something else.
But... fawning...
Let it go.
Right.
It's Hitomi.
But what about just touching her? Not in a lewd way, I hope.
Where?
Well, maybe her...
Date.
Her stomach, right?
Yeah. It's not like I'm touching her.
Is it Date?
She's extremely hard. Perhaps due to her being stationary?
What did you say?
That she is stationary?
No, before that.
She's hard?
Hitomi is hard right now? Got it. That's useful information. Let's keep that in mind.
Date. I thought maybe in this timeline...
Wait, I forgot. What's Hitomi's condition right now? I totally lost it.
Could you stop messing around? Or would you like me to crush you with this vice?
Hey, relax. I was kidding.
Date, we don't have time to kid.
It's Hitomi.
Alright, let's hug the Hitomi.
Well, I suppose I will try it.
Hug the Hitomi. Hold the
She's
Hitomi.
hard.
Speak to the...
Yeah, me too.
Hmm?
Sorry, nothing.
Gosh dang it. Date, how horny can you be for Hitomi? Like, seriously.
What?
Kiss her.
You...
Just a little.
Like this? But why?
You are like one of my limbs, Iva.
Yes.
Like an alter ego. An incarnation of me to kiss Hitomi.
Yes.
Date.
Then
Date,
it's like me kissing Hitomi,
you just
No.
the rest of this
You sure?
Somnium.
Because that was
He's-
making my heart rate rise. And another part of me, too.
Could it just be only your heart, please?
All right, you know, I'm not restarting the Date horny timer until we're out of this Somnium because I don't think he has the restraint. Oh, is there anything we can do with this skull?
A skull. I do not see the body.
Give it a key. Just a little smooch.
I must be malfunctioning. You want me to do what?
Just give it a little kissy.
Just a little
I am
kissy.
seriously getting tired of your bone fetish. No reaction.
Oh, but that was exciting.
Date, do you just
I do
actually
not
have a
need
bone
your
fetish?
report, thank
That it?
you.
Date, what is wrong with you? Besides everything,
Skull.
what is wrong with you? I guess we can talk to it.
Hello there. What happened to your body? Are you comfortable being all bones? Oh, I see. You were thin anyway. Say something. I don't want to be the only one talking. I sound like a crazy person. Now you're upsetting me. Prepare yourself for a comeuppance.
Humanity finally develops artificial intelligence, and this is the result.
You know what? This is about what I'd expect.
Date, I will unleash a furious punch onto an object.
Never heard anyone say that before.
A skull.
All right. Throw the skull.
Would that not be disrespectful to the dead?
I'm really
Dead.
trying to figure out what
It's
we're
a
supposed to
hunk
do
of calcium.
here.
All right. Sorry about this.
Oh,
Whose skull was this?
Unknown. I also cannot determine the connection to number 89.
well, we broke it. That did something at least. Finally. Thing happened.
A book.
I guess we can tear up the book.
Here I go. What happened?
Nothing.
We are kind of running low on time here. Yeah, let's just go ahead and use one of our little retries and not be running low on time. How does that sound? Go ahead and pick up this. Pick up
What?
sticks. Pick up.
A skull.
Skull. Shall toss the skull.
Would that not be
Dead.
All right. Sorry about this.
Back.
Whose skull?
Unknown.
Well, Date, this is actually your skull.
A book.
It up real quick.
Here I go.
Tear it up, tear it down. Tear it all around.
What happened?
Nothing.
You have less than
I know we have less than 2 minutes. I'm working on it. Let's just go ahead and touch her stomach. A completely normal action. Completely normal action to do, especially in a dream.
Her stomach, right?
Yeah. It's not like I'm touching her.
She's extremely hard. Perhaps due to her being stationary?
What did you say?
That she is stationary?
No, before that.
She's...
Hitomi is... Got it.
All right, Date, enough being horny. Enough. Don't want to get too demonetized. Not that we're monetized, but you know.
Wait, I forgot. What's Hitomi's condition right now?
Could you stop messing?
Hey!
It's Hitomi.
Okay, do we tear up all the books? That sounds like an idea.
What is this going to accomplish?
We're driving number 89 into a corner.
By tearing a book.
Yeah. I remember how shocked I felt when Mizuki tore up one of them. Porno mags I was hiding.
That situation was clearly different.
That got us closer.
A book.
Pick up. Tear up the book.
A green book. That seems familiar.
I do not think there is any relation to this.
Alright. Guess it's nothing then.
Whoop.
Who's that?
What do I do?
Well, you know what? Ignoring it worked other times. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. Oh, did it stop? Aiba?
Aiba, wake up!
Aiba, are you okay? Are you okay, Aiba?
What happened? My body is heavy.
Ooh. Ooh, that was a bad decision. Oh no! Lock the door. I really hope we have enough time. Because it would be unfortunate if we don't. Oh! Rohan?
No!
Falco?
Stop!
Hitomi? Hitomi!
Stop right there!
Boss? What are you doing here, boss? You were there 6 years ago? When Hitomi got shot? You saw number 89? Well, we keep getting clues, and the mystery just gets more confusing.
Date, this is a serious matter.
Where's Boss?
Huh?
Boss, where is she?
I don't know. I haven't seen her since about noon.
Damn it.
Date, listen. Something happened while you were in Somnium.
Huh?
Please stay calm and listen. So Sejima's body was discovered. He was cut into pieces and put inside a vase in his mansion.
That can't
Just
be.
like we found in the other timeline.
The housekeeper found him and reported it to the police. And one more thing. So was missing his left eye.
You mean the Cyclops killer did it?
Probably, yes.
The other times the bodies were displayed. This time
What
he
is
was
your
like
next
cut
move,
up,
Date?
put in a vase.
We'll deal with So later. Before that, I need to talk to Boss.
I suggest checking her office.
Yo, boss, hey, what
Good
up?
idea.
You got some information? Information? Got some details for us? Got some deets? Got some things you want to explain yourself about?
Not here. Where is she?
Where is she? Somnium earlier was just like the dream I had 3 days ago.
What the hell is going on?
But how would that work?
What is going on?
That was our dream, not
Hitomi was
his
shot by
dream.
Rohan Kumakura?
And Rohan.
Protect number 89?
There's another thing I can't figure out.
Boss.
Boss.
Why was Boss there? Because it was a dream? Was it completely random? No, that can't be. You can't dream of a face you've never seen. Number 89 must know Boss somehow.
This is a serious secret. Boss is hiding it. I have to search this room. Must be a clue somewhere. Maybe on her computer. Iba, can you hack it?
Iba, can you hack this PC?
I will try.
I love that her hacking is like running around a little hamster wheel.
Unlocked. Logging in.
Also nice that she has a nice little hacking
I have recovered
screen.
some video data.
You know, whenever you finish the hacking, it always shows gotta show a hacking complete. Just like how if you're getting hacked, the screen will show a skull laughing at you.
So Tsujima.
Oh no. New Cyclops killer killed So Tsujima.
Why?
And it is... Boss?
Boss?
No. How come the pretty woman can betray us? The case remains unsolved. Japanese, Chinese, English again, I think. In that order. Yeah, sure, let's save the game, yeah. Want to overwrite this save data? Yeah, sure do. Right. This route is locked. Cannot access it yet. Proceed, you must play through more of the story. So I guess we gotta find more story to do. We can go on the yellow path, go on the blue path over here. But I think we're gonna leave today as a bit of a short one. Let's go ahead and in this sync over here. We'll save the game again, and I'll be able to see y'all next time for more AI the Somnium files. Sorry today's stream was so short, but I at least got to sort of an ending. Anyway, zoom.
Curse you!
Gosh, this opening is so long. Alright, now we can save. Alright, Abby Lou, you're being blue. Signing out.